Island Senator Jack Reed joins me now. Senator Reed, thank you so much for being here with us. This is clearly a very important topic. A lot of people care about this. Now, this is interesting. This came out today. So a member of Hamas said on Russian TV that they had planned this attack for about 2 years. How is something like that even possible when Israel is supposed to have one of the most advanced intelligence agencies in the world?
Well, first of all, the intelligence that's been admitted by the Israeli authorities was inadequate. They did not see this coming. This was obviously planned for a very long period of time because of the different components, air, sea, land, the coordination, et cetera. And it shows, I think, that one, Hamas's operational techniques have improved many times over the years. You know, they've learned. But the other factor, too, is for the last many, many months, Israel has been gripped in this domestic crisis about changing the law with regard to the role of the courts in the system. So when you have 100,000 people marching every weekend, together with tensions in the West Bank, I think there was some fall off in intelligence and investigation, and this was planned to occur on a holiday, more or less, planned to occur when there was a big festival just miles from the border. So this shows planning by by Hamas.
A lot of planning, and like you said, Israel not as advanced in intelligence at this point for this specific type of issue that we thought that they were. Now there's a lot of outrage right now. Many people in the U.S. are saying that we need to send some type of aid to Israel, whether that be ground troops or money. Obviously, we have sent a ton of money to Ukraine. I know that Israel has recently said, the White House just said this, that they don't want any foreign troops on their ground. So what do you envision Congress doing about this? And is anything going to be held up because of what's happening in the House right now with the speakership?
Well, your last point, of course, the House is in total disarray. They're not even functioning. And until they do that, we can't sit down and deal with them. On the Senate side, we're going to move very quickly, I think, to provide aid, not just to Israel, but also to Ukraine, and do that, and then hope that the House will coalesce at some point so that we can get it done. With respect to the other issues you brought up, American forces have already been deployed, not to engage in combat, but to support the Israeli forces. We have an aircraft carrier group that's there, a U.S. aircraft carrier, a cruiser, several destroyers. We've bulked up our air power in the region with F-35s, F-16s, and A-10s, and that's to support Israel. But one thing I think people should understand is the Israeli army and their special forces is probably some of the best in the world.
Absolutely.
That in terms of a counterstroke against Hamas, they won't be dependent, I think, upon outside forces, but they will be dependent upon technology, intelligence, munitions, and things like that, and we're prepared to support them.
Of course, some more aid likely to come. On the other side of this, we see Israel cutting water and energy supply to Gaza. We're hearing that Gaza only has fuel for a few more hours, and right now they need that for hospitals. We've seen such disturbing images. This morning I was watching the Today Show and I saw a baby be lifted from the rubble there, just absolutely heartbreaking. The Red Cross now calling this a humanitarian crisis. What do you have to say about those who are trapped right now in Gaza, and will there be any way out? I know that Egypt was saying that they don't want to open the borders like that.
Yeah, well, first we have to understand that Hamas doesn't care a bit about the Palestinian people. They are homicidal ideologues. They hate the Jewish state and the Jewish people, and they don't care about the Palestinians. In fact, they want to exploit these images for their benefit. So we have to understand that first. But then we have to work very hard so that the innocent people who are caught up on both sides, the Palestinians and Israelis, don't suffer. We've got to work with the Egyptians to open a corridor, to allow people to leave. We have to work with the international community, and they'll take the lead in terms of providing supplies, particularly for critical humanitarian efforts, medicines, food for children, et cetera. And that has to be done, and we're working on that. But it's going to be a very challenging situation because Israel is committed to and has to root out Hamas, and Hamas, as I said initially, they don't care.
Right. So this is a very difficult, complex situation. Like you said, there are victims on both sides, you know, and the Palestinians as well as the Israelis. So thank you for helping break that down for us, and thank you for being here with us, Senator
My pleasure.
Reid,
Thank you so
offering
much.
us your insight.